In the year 2025, Nova Pulse was a city of contrasts, beauty and danger, light and shadow. Here, a young ballerina named Elena would become something more, a Bulletreina, a warrior of grace. And her journey began with a legend, John Wick, played by Keanu Reeves, a man who knew the cost of vengeance and the value of redemption. Elena Voss wasn't just a dancer. Orphaned young, she'd grown up in Nova Pulse's underbelly, her ballet a shield against the city's darkness. Her studio, a haven for kids she taught, was her everything. But in Nova Pulse, even dreams came with a price. Leave her alone, now. Oh, or what, old man? The thugs didn't know who they faced. John Wick, the Baba Yaga, had come to Nova Pulse on a mission to dismantle the Ruska Roma's corrupt new leader, Dmitry Volkov, who'd turned the assassin guild into a terror network. But seeing Elena fight, John saw something else, a spark of the warrior he'd once been. Who? Who are you? Someone who's been where you are. Name's John. You've got fight in you, kid. But you need more than moves to survive this city. I don't need saving. I need to protect my kids, my studio. That's all I've got. Then let me help you. Not to save you, but to teach you. John saw in Elena what he'd lost in himself. Hope. He taught her the ways of the Ruska Roma, the assassin guild he'd once served, but also the cost of that life. Elena, dubbed Bulletreina by John for her deadly grace, wasn't just learning to fight. She was learning to protect, to heal, to rise. This kept me grounded. You're fighting for something bigger than revenge, Elena. Don't forget that. Why me, John? Why help me? Because you remind me there's still good worth fighting for. John A.'s time in Nova Pulse was meant to be brief, a cameo in Elena S.'s story, as he'd told the Ruska Roma's new generation, inspired by Web ID 5. But Elena's fire drew him in. She wasn't just a student, she was a reminder of why he'd once fought. John had lost everything to vengeance, but in Elena he saw a chance to build, not destroy. She wasn't just Bulletreina to him, she was a second chance, a way to pass on more than just skills, but a legacy of love. This Bulletreina thinks she can defy me? Find her, and that old man helping her, I want them both dead. Dmitry's empire thrived on fear, but Elena's courage threatened it. She'd saved a dozen kids, hiding them in her studio, teaching them ballet as a way to heal. But Dmitry's wrath was coming, and John knew they couldn't run forever. You're like a superhero, Miss Elena. Are you going to save us again? Always, Sophia. But you're the real heroes, dancing through the tough stuff. Elena's studio wasn't just a place, it was a family. The kids she saved gave her purpose, and John saw in them the future he'd never had. But that future was under threat, and Bulletreina would need to rise. The fire was a message. Dmitry wanted Elena broken, but she wouldn't break. With Sophia in her arms, Elena vowed to end Dmitry's reign, not for revenge, but for the kids who called her home. John, watching her, knew she was ready. You're not me, Elena. Don't let this fight take your light. Protect it. Protect them. I will, John. Thank you for seeing me. Their plan was simple but deadly. Infiltrate, dismantle, survive. John would draw Dmitry's forces, giving Elena a path to the top. But this wasn't just a fight. It was a dance, and Bulletreina was ready to lead. You think you can stop me, dancer? You're nothing. I'm everything to them. That's enough. The fight was a symphony of grace and grit. Elena's moves were a ballet of survival. Each pirouette a strike, each leap a dodge. Dmitry fought dirty, but Elena fought smart, using the pendant John gave her to reflect a light, blinding Dmitry, and taking him down with a final, elegant strike. You did it, Bulletreina. You're their light now. We did it, John. Thank you for giving me a chance. Dmitry's empire crumbled, Nova Pulse breathing easier with his defeat. Elena rebuilt her studio, bigger, brighter, a sanctuary for all. John, his mission done, prepared to leave, but not before leaving Elena with one last gift, his faith in her. Elena, the Bulletreina, became Nova Pulse's guardian, a dancer, a warrior, a mother to the lost. John Wick moved on, his cameo in her story complete, but his impact eternal. From one chance encounter came a legacy of grace and grit. In a city of shadows, one woman's dance lit the way. What light will you share? This is Embracing Stories, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.